Susana Morales was a 16-year-old freshman in high school living in Norcross, Georgia. She was the youngest of three girls. She had an older sister named Jasmine, whom she was very close to. Everyone says that the family was very close. They all enjoyed spending time together. They would go to the movies together. They would go out to eat. They just really had a closer relationship. One thing that Susana loved to do was to sing and play music. She loved to play the piano, and she also liked to sing. And she was also playing at the time of her disappearance. She was learning how to play the guitar, so there's a couple of videos out there of her singing. And honestly, she had a really beautiful voice. She just really loved music, and she just loved to play for her family. She was also a cheerleader in high school, and her mom says that she was very calm. She wasn't really rebellious. She didn't get in trouble. She wasn't like a crazy rebellious teenager. And overall, she just loved spending time in the house with her family. She just liked to entertain them. Of course, she had a little bit of attitude, but who doesn't at that age? And on July 26, 2022, the Morales family had a pretty normal day. It was summertime, so Susan wasn't in school yet, but she was really looking forward to getting back to classes. She actually planned to go shopping the next day with her mother, Maria, to buy some school supplies and, get everything ready for the new season. While classes were on break, she would go work with her mother to earn some extra cash. She was Miss Independent. So that day, Maria and Susana arrived home around 4 p.m. and they kind of got home, refreshed themselves a little bit from a long, hard day of work, right? About 6 p.m. now, Susana walked over to her mom and told her that she was going to visit her friend that lived very close to the Morales home. If you look at Susana's house, right, it was like right behind the Sterling Glen apartments, which is where the friend lived. This was just a quick 6 to 10 minute walk, right? No biggie. So Susana went down there many times to see her good up friend. So it was not a big deal. Maria agreed to let her daughter go visit her friend. So about 6 p.m., right, Susana left the house on foot, started making her way to the Sterling Glen apartments. About 6 minutes later, right, Maria texted Susana asking if she had finally arrived. Susana said yes, she was at her friend's house and that she would be home later that night. Susana was at that friend's house for a couple of hours. Around 9:40 p.m., right, she texted her mother, Maria, and told her that she was on her way home right now. And this is just a short walk. Keep in mind, Susana should just take only 10 minutes to get home. However, 10 minutes passed now after the text message was sent to Susana. Maria called to see if, what something happened to her baby girl. And maybe she needed a ride home. Maybe she want to walk home. Let's see what's going on. Let's find out an update, right, on the situation. So she called her daughter, but Susana never picked up the phone. The family continued to wait and wait, but to no sign of Susana. And the family's thinking, maybe something bad happened, like this is just strange. Like she, maybe she spent a night at her friend's house, maybe she forgot to tell them. They don't know, right? But honey, around July 27th, they said, we calling the police because this ain't right. So they called the police around 9 a.m. and report Susana is missing. And she was missing the entire night, by the way. And they had no contact from Susana. She wasn't answering any of their text messages, any of their calls. And this is just very strange. This is not like Susana to just go MIA and not tell anybody. This is not in her character, right? And that's just like, if you notice somebody and y'all in a relationship and they change up their patterns, be like, something ain't right? This ain't right. This not like my boo. This not like my best friend. Something is going on. And they felt it, they saw it, and they was like, we need to get ahead of this, right? Okay, so the officers tell the family that they need 48 hours before reporting her missing, which I think is crazy. I didn't know it was 40 hours. I thought it was only if you're adult, you gotta wait 48 hours. Okay, that's a whole nother story. Okay. I'm talking too fast. Right? So they're thinking, the police is thinking, she's a runaway. She's just one of the runaways. And that's the one thing we need police officers. We value police officers. Yes, they're needed in society, right? But one thing I don't like is what I've noticed with stories like this is that a family is very concerned, and they have all right to be concerned based on them knowing the patterns of their loved one. And you have an officer telling them, oh, they probably just ran away. They probably just need to get away. No, they don't. Something is very, very wrong. I just wish, times officers would kind of connect with people on a personal level and just take out their own feelings or what they've seen in the past, because every situation is different, right? I know y'all can agree with me when it comes to that. The family's like, she didn't pick up no clothes, she didn't pick up no makeup. This is, that's weird for somebody, that's just gonna go take a trip. Like, she only took her purse and her phone. She obviously was trying to come back home. So the family is just stressing this to the police, this is not the case. This something is really wrong. And the police just kept saying, she's gonna turn up. This is just hang on. She'll turn up. And the family just had that gut feeling like something happened to my daughter. And I need you guys to listen to me, right? I need you guys to listen to me. So, of course, y'all gonna see the next clips of the families just talking to different reporters, trying to get their daughter whereabouts out there. What happened to my daughter? Where is she? What's going on? The officers aren't doing anything. You guys are gonna see that.
A beautiful 16-year-old girl, Susana Morales, was laid to rest Monday.
I said it was hard.
Even harder for the family is finding out this man, 22-year-old Doraville police officer Miles Bryant, is behind bars in connection to Susana's death. He's charged with concealing the death of another and a false report of a crime.
Completely shocked, honestly. I have no words, honestly. I didn't expect it. We didn't expect it. We didn't know what to expect, but the officer was probably the least on my mind of theories.
Police and Susana's family say they don't know of any connection between the officer and teen.
I want to know everything, honestly. And that's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for all the truth to come to light and to piece everything together and finally get the closure that we've been wanting for so long.
The investigation is still ongoing, and if there's further charges in the future, those will be known. As of right now, it's still early in the investigation to determine any more charges.
Susana's remains were found last week near the Gwinnett-Barrow County line. She went missing on July 26th. Now the family is focusing on how they want Susana to be remembered.
For her kind soul. She was sweet, nice.
Jasmine has a strong message for former Officer Bryant.
He doesn't know what's coming for him, and I promise that everything comes to light and we'll know everything soon, and everybody's going to get what they deserve at the end of the day. If it's not here, it'll be up there.
Bryant is the first person to be arrested and charged in connection to Susana's death. The Gwinnett County Medical Examiner's Office is trying to determine right now what caused her death.